thank you for tuning in to Monday Morning Madness, where we share news of upcoming activities and events. Throughout the week, you can also find most of these announcements and details on Channel 900 and in the Life and Times.
I'm Nadine and here are the current announcements.
It's time for another all-cash bingo today, Monday, June 16th, starting at 2 p.m. in Shoal Conference Center. The $15 fee includes a 6-card sheet, snacks, soft drinks, beer, and wine. This event is for Passivant residents only, and proceeds benefit the Resident Association. Come and have fun.
Tomorrow is the Residents Association picnic. Residents who registered should pick up their name tags in the Abundant Life Center lobby, beginning at 4:30, followed by dinner with open seating at 5 in Shoal.
A veterans breakfast is held for all veterans and their spouses on the third Tuesday of each month at 10 a.m. in the Barron's Inn. Please join.
Lunch with Friends, arranged through the Aspire Wellness Program, is back. It will take place this Thursday, June 19th, at North Park Lounge. The bus will begin pickup at 11 a.m. Be sure to call Brian Damaska if you want to attend. This is a great way to enjoy old friends and to make new ones.
The Abundant Life Men's Fellowship meets this Friday, June 20th at 2:30. This month, they will meet in the Creative Arts Room.
The Train Club needs your help with their summer project, which is a collector's wall of metal train signs. Plan to stop by the train room on Wednesday mornings to purchase a sign for $10 or $15, or to get more information.
Wittenberg on Display takes place next Monday, June 23rd, and will have a luau theme. Call dining to make a reservation, and details are in your dining packet.
Seaman Memorial Church invites you to choose from 3 Sunday services at 9:15 a.m. There is a service at New Havens Court. Then at 10:30 a.m., there is a service in Seaman Chapel, which is also broadcast live on Channel 900. And finally, at 10:45 a.m., there is a service at Wittenberg Place.
A Catholic communion service is held on Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. in Seaman Memorial Chapel.
The Gently Used Shop has new summer hours. It is open on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and also on Wednesdays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. based on available staffing. The Gently Used Shop is located just down the hallway from the creamery, and it resells high-end clothing, jewelry, and home goods.
Just a reminder that the gift shop is open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and it carries many of your needs and gifts.
The Owen City Civic Chorale will be singing in Shoal Conference Center on Sunday, June 22nd at 6 p.m.
Singer and guitar player Dwayne Davis will be sharing his music with us on Wednesday, June 25th at 1:30 in Shoal.
Pat Septag will be traveling through the decades on his accordion at 6 p.m. on Friday, June 27th in Shoal Conference Center.
Michael Sadecki, the Human Jukebox, will be entertaining us with his keyboard and vocals on Monday, June 30th at 1:30 in Shoal.
The 2 Passivant book clubs will be taking a summer break and will resume on September 23rd.
Thank you for watching this edition of Monday Morning Madness. If you missed any of the information, you can find it on the Channel 900 slides or in the Life and Times. Please continue to watch Channel 900 throughout the week for daily updates and cancellations. And if you're interested in reading the announcements sometime, just stop by the Media Services office next to the Creamery and talk with me, Owen. Have a great week.
Holy Toledo.
This is our live birth of praying mantis newborns. We've been waiting for average temperatures of 70 degrees during the days. So this is
Oh my goodness.
June 8th, 2025. And this is a phenomenal thing we've never witnessed before, but thought you might find it interesting, because we do. Look at them.
Oh my goodness.
And they're all over the wire.
Oh, I see.
See
yes,
'em?
yes, yes.
There's,
Oh, they're
little
dropping to
ones.
the ground.
and they're going wherever
They're tiny. I wonder.
they're all over the place. Down there, crawling around. Must be 100 of them. I don't know. Well, that's it for now, folks.
Where we all, we would, okay, I just,
It was a
it's running a little slow. Can we speed it up just a little bit? That was a bit dry, isn't it?
724-452-33. I'm sorry. Or 724. Stay warm and have a great week. The ambulance didn't come for either one of us. Las Vegas tomorrow, March the.
And these are the current announcements.
Today, March 18th. Oh, I missed it. Come.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
724-452-3594 or 724-452, and I missed the last four numbers. Sorry about that, fellas.
Volunteers are needed to transport nursing students and send to
She's going to start that way. You can use either one.
Okay. Hello. Oh. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I think it's a little too slow, though.
Okay, here we go. 2 passive flip-flops.
I read that.
Yep.
It was happening more and more. Eloise seemed to notice how events seemed to happen more and more in her favor. The questions on her third grade test were the ones she studied for and not the ones she passed up. The blister on her healed only in hours. Her little brother was inexplicably kind to her. Her classmate Laura became her BFF, something she'd wanted for a long time. Her mother told her when she was only 6 that special things would happen to certain women in her family, and they would usually begin about the age 10. Eloise had turned 10 just last February. Eloise had always been a good girl, going to church, getting all A's in school, being kind to others, and being very helpful to her mother. Oh yeah, she sometimes did naughty things or naughty thing or two, like when she cut holes in her brother's socks because he'd made fun of her in front of her friends at school. But such bad episodes were rare. When she asked her mother why she was so fortunate, her mother said it was time for the talk. Seemed a long, long, long time ago, her great-great-great-great-grandmother had done a special service for a spirit woman whose daughter was kept in prison by a wizard, an unholy wretch of a creature. That's all I got, but the plot could go anywhere from here. One thing I was thinking of is that she rejects all that magical stuff. She lives her life. She has children, and her mother dies, and she's reading her mother's last letter. Her mother tells her, "You're the one. You can't deny it anymore. You have to face the wizard and rescue the girl." And she does.
Awesome. I think you need to continue writing. So you have the story here.
Emily, I didn't want to go. You have been the best friend and lover anyone could ever want. But our love cannot continue because I will not continue as the man you love. I told you on Tuesday that I was seeing a doctor. He says words that were terrible, words that pierced my soul. You have Huntington's. You have an incurable disease that where your body and your brain will deteriorate to the end. I sat mute. He said, "Do you understand?" Hell, I managed to mutter. My life is over, but my better life with Emily is over. How can I tell her, or should I just go? I have to go. Even though I love you, I'll have to go for you to have your best life. Helen.
A voice from the past. It was 7:30 when I went to the garden one summer morning. I wanted to get the peas picked early. They needed to be shelled and then prepared for the freezer. There was a chance of a thunderstorm later in the day. The peas had to be picked before they became too ripe. When I had picked a handful, or about 5 of the green pods, I heard a voice. I looked up, to the left and to the right. I even twisted around so I could see behind me. I saw no one. I must tell you not what I know while I can and before I die. I could feel my pods being pulled away, so I knew it was time. I looked at the leafy plant I was holding in my hands. It was not moving. This place was not always a vegetable garden, said the voice. Many, many years ago, trees grew here, maple, oak, and elm. There were saplings and grass beneath them. Deer grazed on the grass, and rabbits nibbled at the tender green shoots of young trees. Moccasined feet ran above me. At one time, wooden tools and hands pulled on me. Corn was planted along with beans and squash. Once I felt a gentle thud on me. A deer fell on me. Moccasin feet came and pulled it away. Then no more corn was planted. Later, no moccasin feet passed over me. Eventually, I heard sharp, hard sounds like something hitting the trees above me. That was followed by the heavy crashing. The feet above me were shod and heavy. They dragged the trees away. I could hear voices in the distance. Logs were dragged over me to a point nearby where they were being used. Now a cow and a mule grazed on the grass in green shoots. The following spring, the mule pulled a metal tool with a V shape through me. I was raked until I was like fine sand. Corn, beans, and squash were again planted in me. The warm sunlight and falling rain caused them to grow. Later, wheat and oats were planted here in me. Sometimes for a whole summer there would be grasses here, clover, alfalfa, timothy, or a mixture. I thought about what the voice was telling me. I knew eventually it had to tell about my great-great-grandfather coming here. The voice went on. As the years elapsed, creatures with low, deep voices I could hear. Horses came to graze and then pull metal objects over me. The metal objects rolled. They had wheels. Sometimes small, bare feet scampered above. Then a very heavy and noisy device rolled over me. It traveled above, then away, then near and away again. Trees never grew here again. Recently, I was turned over by a huge V-shaped piece of metal, pulled by the noisy, heavy contraption with wheels. This noisy contraption then pulled a lighter device with teeth that broke me apart. I was being smoothed over by gentle hands. Shallow furrows were made. Small seeds were dropped in them. The shod of feet were lighter, and the voice was softer and higher. Lettuce and peas were grown along with the beans and squash. A white powder was scattered with the seeds. So that is what I had been told by others who lived here before I did. I had finished picking the peas. I was saddened to realize I would not hear this voice again. Next spring, I'll plant peas again, and I will listen for a voice when I pick them.
Fat Jack, true miracle. My mother was the youngest of 6 children. She was 10 years younger than her 2 oldest girl siblings, who were both blind as infants. The girls, as we referred to them even when they were in their 80s, lived with my grandparents until my grandmother passed away. Spending so much of my young childhood at my grandparents', my aunts, Judy and Esther, were very special to me, as I was equally to them. I was always fascinated how they managed even though they couldn't see. They both had the opportunity to go away for schooling, but Esther had to come home as she was very frail and couldn't be taught the fundamentals, as Judy, the older sister, learned to read and write in Braille and went out into the community and sang solos for different organizations. Esther, on the other hand, was very fragile. She was born very premature, had seizures and serious problems as an infant. Apparently, she wasn't supposed to live beyond a teenager, which proved to be her first miracle, as she lived almost to 90. I remember as a child, they both would like to feel the material of a new dress I would be wearing, or if my mom curled my hair, they liked to feel my curls or pat me on the head. One day, the first of a new year, I was visiting, and Esther mentioned that my birthday in April was on a Friday. Being a child, that didn't mean a whole lot to me. But my mom said she always had been able to tell the family what days their birthdays would fall on. Later in life, while I was in her company, we would test her with a multi-year calendar, and she never missed a beat. A true phenomenon. She was given a true miracle. This was strictly a family affair, but it was her gift. She had no idea how she did this, having never seen a calculator, a calendar, or a number. She didn't have any system going on. She would just blurt out days of the weeks for all of us to know.
Whoa. Well, that's very cool.
My dearest Susan, I just want you to know that a nurse who is caring for me and other men is writing this letter. At the Battle of Richmond, I was knocked down by a fiery piece of equipment. I had severe burns on my back and left arm. I had been hospitalized in a large mansion. I am healing, but it is taking a long time. Please try not to worry. I am hoping to be moved in the near future closer to Washington. Love you with all my heart.
Oh, that was great. Wow. I'm always amazed by what beautiful stories you guys can write in 8 minutes. And I love the detail that the nurse was writing it for him, because I feel like that shows us so much that you didn't have to tell us, about what state he's in.
Shortly after we were married, my husband was sent to Vietnam, and we wrote every day. So I still have his letters. Dear Susan, another malaria pill bound. Time is moving on. I will never get used to this heat. It will be good to get home and not have to sleep surrounded by netting. Sergeant Kramer is off on R&R. He met his wife in Hawaii. We miss him. I went to the headquarters of the South Vietnamese unit that is located down the road about 10 miles. Their office equipment was not as advanced as ours. We ate in their mess hall. We had rice and vegetables for lunch. The security was good. There were guards on the perimeter of their post. I am looking forward to my R&R when I can see you. Love, Daniel. So, he was invited to the home of one of the Vietnamese officers, and he had pictures of it.
Dear Nancy, by now you may have forgotten me and moved on with your life. I wouldn't blame you, but let me explain. The day we spent in San Diego 5 years ago was one of the happiest days of my life. Do you remember our dinner at Luigi's? We went there after spending a day at the San Diego Zoo. Going to Luigi's wasn't accidental, but planned. Franco, the brother of Luigi, had worked with me at the CIA, and I had suddenly disappeared during an investigation. He was in possession of some very valuable secrets, and it was suspected he had become part of an espionage ring. I couldn't believe that, knowing him as well as I did. So I planned to visit his brother Luigi to find out anything I could. So when you suggested going to San Diego, it fit right in with my plan. When I introduced myself to Luigi, he looked very suspicious and became nervous. "Leave it alone," he said. "Leave it alone." When we left the restaurant, I knew we were being followed. I brought you back to our hotel and then went downstairs for a drink. And that was the last time you saw me. I am so sorry, but threats were made on your life if I didn't cooperate.
Want to hear more on that? Where that days go?
We may have to hear about that.
Yeah. I want to know what she needs to leave alone. I like the dialogue in there too.
Imagine having the world's largest video library at your fingertips, filled with everything from cooking tutorials to travel documentaries. That's YouTube. And today, we're going to show you just how simple it is to use. Whether you want to learn a new hobby, relive classic moments, or stay connected with family, YouTube has it all. And the best part, it's easier to use than you might think. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's unlock the wonderful world of YouTube together. Hello and welcome. My name is Clem, and today I'm going to walk you through using YouTube for the very first time. If you've been curious about YouTube, but weren't sure where to start, you're in the perfect place. This guide is designed to be followed step by step, so you can pause at any time and practice what you've just learned. YouTube is basically a giant library of videos that you can watch whenever you want, completely free. You can find videos about cooking, gardening, history, music, family memories, and just about anything else you can imagine. The best part is that you can watch at your own pace and choose exactly what interests you. Are you ready to begin? Let's get started. First, let's open YouTube. There are two main ways to do this, depending on whether you're using a computer or a smartphone or a tablet. If you're using a computer, the first step is to look for an icon on your screen that says Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Safari, or DuckDuckGo. These are web browsers that connect you to the internet. Click on whichever one you have. Second, at the top of your browser, you'll see a long bar where you can type. Click in that bar. Type exactly www.youtube.com. Press the Enter key on your keyboard. You should now see the YouTube homepage with lots of video thumbnails, small pictures. If you're using a smartphone or a tablet, look on your home screen for a red icon with a white triangle. This is the YouTube app. If you don't see it, you may need to swipe left or right to check other screens. If you can't find a YouTube app, look for an icon called App Store on Apple devices or Play Store on Android devices. In the App Store or Play Store, type YouTube in the search bar at the top. Tap on the YouTube app. It has a red icon with a white play button. Then tap Get or Install. Once installed, tap the YouTube icon to open it. If you've successfully opened YouTube, you should see a screen with lots of video thumbnails and a search bar at the top. That means you're in the right place. Before we start watching videos, Let's make sure everything is easy to see and hear. Making text larger on your device. On a computer, first hold down the Control key or Command key on a Mac and press the plus key several times until the text size is comfortable for you. To make it smaller again, hold the Control or Command and press the minus key. On a smartphone or tablet, go to your device's settings. Look for display or display and brightness. Find text size or font size and tap it. Adjust the slider to make the text larger. Take a moment now to adjust your display until it's comfortable for you to read what's on the screen. Remember, you can always adjust this again later. See? Now, let's find a video to watch. The easiest way to do this is by searching for something that interests you. Look at the top of the YouTube page for a search bar. On computers, it's in the center at the top. On phones, it's at the top right. Tap the magnifying glass icon if you don't see it. Click or tap in the search bar, then type something you're interested in. For example, gardening tips, or classic movies, or how to bake bread. Press Enter on your keyboard, or tap the search icon. It looks like a magnifying glass. You'll now see a list of videos related to what you searched for. Take a moment to look at the video thumbnails and titles. Each thumbnail is a picture showing what the video is about. Go ahead and try searching for something you're interested in right now. Take your time. There's no rush. Now that you've found some videos that look interesting, let's learn how to play one. First, simply click or tap once on the thumbnail or title of any video that looks interesting to you. The video page will open, and in most cases, the video will start playing automatically. If it doesn't start automatically, look for a large play button, a triangle pointing right, in the center of the video. Click or tap this button to start the video. Once your video is playing, here are the essential controls you should know about. Pausing and playing. First, to pause the video at any time, click or tap once on the video itself. You will see a pause button. 2 vertical lines appear. To continue playing after pausing, click or tap the play button, the triangle that appears in the same spot. Next, adjusting the volume. Look for the volume icon at the bottom right of the video. It looks like a speaker. Click or tap on this icon and drag the slider that appears up or down to adjust the volume. Three, you could also use your device's volume buttons if you're on a phone or tablet. If you don't hear any sound, make sure the volume isn't muted. If there is an X next to the volume icon, click it to unmute. Making the video fill your screen. Look for an icon in the bottom right corner of the video that looks like 4 corners or says full screen. Click or tap this icon to make the video fill your entire screen. To exit full screen mode, press the Escape key, usually labeled ESC, on your keyboard, or look for a similar icon in the corner of your screen and tap it. Turning on captions or subtitles. Look for an icon at the bottom of the video that looks like a box with CC inside or a speech bubble icon. Click or tap this icon to turn on captions, which will show the text of what people are saying in the video. Click or tap it again to turn captions off. Take a moment to practice these controls. Try pausing the video, adjusting the volume, going to full screen and back, and turning captions on and off. One of the best things about YouTube is that you can watch at whatever pace feels comfortable to you. Here are some helpful tips if the video is moving too quickly. Look for the gear icon at the bottom of the video. click or tap on it and select playback speed. Choose a slower speed, like 0.75 times or 0.5 times, to make the video play more slowly. If you want to rewatch a part, below the video, you will see a progress bar showing how far along you are. Click or tap and drag the small circle on this bar backward to go back in the video. If you need to take a break, simply pause the video by clicking or tapping on it. When you come back, even hours later, you can press and play the video, and the video will continue from where you left off. After you finish watching a video, you might want to find more like it. Here are a few ways to do that. Related videos. Look to the right side of the video or below it on phones and tablets to see a list of related videos YouTube thinks you might enjoy. Simply click or tap any thumbnail that looks interesting. Subscribing to channels. If you really enjoyed a video, you might want to see more from the same creator. Look for the channel name below the video. Click or tap on the red subscribe button next to the channel name. Once subscribed, you'll see new videos from this channel when you open YouTube. Congratulations! You now learned the basics of using YouTube. Let's recap what you can do. You can open YouTube on your computer or device. You can search for videos you're interested in. You can play, pause, and adjust the volume. You can use captions if you want to read along. You can watch videos at your own pace. You can find more videos similar to the ones you enjoy. Remember, there's no rush to master everything at once. The beauty of YouTube is that you can explore it gradually at your own pace. Each time you use it, you'll become more comfortable. Is there a specific type of video you'd like to watch right now? Go ahead and try searching for it, and use the skills you just learned to enjoy watching. If you need to review any part of these instructions, you can always come back to them. Happy watching!